Hey guys, what's going on? This is Daz with HYPROINC Media once again with another quick and easy tutorial. Today we're going to be creating custom HDRI maps to use for lighting. Today I'm going to show you two different examples. One is sky HDRI and one is a studio setup. So without any further ado, let's get started here. Okay, first let's do the sky because this is the easiest. We're going to go into a content browser. We're going to select one of the skies that looks like we might want to use. Let's try blushing. So double click that. Okay, now we have a sky. And if it's not the right color, you can adjust the time and location. Maybe make it a little darker. Or depending on, you could change these dates and times and things to reflect the color sky you'd like to see. It's getting a little bit darker. Let's go a touch darker. Like a little bit more atmosphere. Okay, so it's just a standard sky. So then what we're going to need is a sphere object. And it is actually there. It's just very small. If it's small like that for you, just click sphere and hit the O on your key to zoom and center the object. And now we're going to create a material. So double click in the materials manager and uncheck color and specular and check reflection. Let's drag that on the sphere object. And as you can see, the sphere is reflecting the sky all around. So let's go to the sphere object, right click on that, go to Cinema 4D tags, and go to the Bake Texture tag. And in the options, we're going to click reflection because that's the property that we want from this material. Then we're going to go to the tag, and in the format, we're going to select Radiance HDR. And file name, choose the file name. Let's see. Whatever file name you like. I'll name mine custom HDRI. Sky. I forgot the name that it was, so we'll just say 002 for this example. And we're going to save this. And here for automatic size, you probably don't want to go any lower than 1024 for the minimum. If you like to go higher, of course, that's perfectly fine. 2048 and twice what 2048 is. You could use that for the maximum size. But for this for these purposes, this is perfectly fine. So that's pretty much all that we need here. So let's go back to the options tab and we'll click bake. We'll just wait for this to render out. So yeah, anything pretty much in the reflection that the sphere will reflect, you can use as luminance, so long as it it has a lightness in the color. I found, of course, it'd be better to just use luminance objects like a sky or things like that. Okay, so it's all finished rendering. So now what we're going to do is start a new project. I'm going to get a regular sky object. Double click in the textures. uncheck color and specular, check luminance, and go to the folder where we saved our sky. It was custom HDRI sky 002. And let's open that. Click no. And there we have our sky. Let's put actually I already have a project here with objects. It's just plain spheres here. And we're going to grab the sky again. Double click. Uncheck color and specular. Check luminance. Onto the load image. Grab that HDR that we created. Drag that onto the sky. And in the render settings, we want to check, right click and check global illumination and ambient occlusion. As you can see, I've already done that. And then the global illumination, I just changed the record density to low. It's because I'm recording at the same time here, so not to use up too much render power. And that's pretty much it. So if we do a render of this, we'll see that the sky that we created is lighting this scene. And next, I'll show you how to do a quick studio setup if you like. But like I said, anything pretty much from my experience, anything that can be reflected in the sphere when you bake it out as a radiance HDR can be used. So as you can see, it's very nice, even lighting the sky object. Okay, we don't have to wait until this render. I think you sort of get the idea. Well, actually, it's almost done here, so we may as well just wait it out. Okay. So it's nice, soft imagery here. If you're wondering what this shadow is here, I actually have a cube object that I've turned off most of the properties from the camera, but you can still see just a little bit of it in that render. I just did that for this purpose, just to keep all the cubes in the frame. So anyway, let's go and make a really quick studio lighting setup. So we'll go to a new, and we're just gonna grab a sky. Just leave the sky plain. The plain gray is fine for the studio. I'm gonna grab a sphere or whatever object you like. Reduce this a little bit. Grab an array. Make the sphere a child of the array. However many lights you like. These will be the overhead lights. I'm gonna grab the array and bring it up in the scene. Now we're gonna grab a plane orientated -Z, and we're gonna drag to make 2 more copies. Then we're gonna go back into the objects and grab a null object, and this will be the target of the planes. Okay, and grab all 3 of these, right click, send them a 4D tags, target. We will target the planes to the light target. And when you move these around, go on the top view, position these one in the left, one over in the center here, one on the left, one on the right. Bring these up a bit so they're not so flush with the scene. And let's make a few luminance. We'll make this a white. Actually, uncheck color and specular. Check luminance. Make this white. We could delete these two and just drag and make 2 copies of this. Double click that. We're going to make this bit of a golden color. And we're going to make this one a bit of a blue color. I think it sort of simulates the sky and the sun. It gives it more of a gradient look when you're lighting. Okay, we're going to grab one color, place it on this plane. Grab the blue, place it on that plane. Grab the white, place it on that plane. And also grab the white and place it on that array. So now what we have is a basic studio setup. So let's grab another sphere. Double click here once again. Uncheck color and specular. Click reflection. Place that on the sphere. Right click, Cinema 4D tags, bake texture, reflection, tag, radiance, HDR, file name, custom HDRI, Studio B. We'll save that. And just like last time, 2048. And that should be it. So let's bake this out. Okay. So that's all done. So now what we're going to do is go back to our scene we had before and switch this guy out and do a render of Studio B. Studio B. So open that. I'll have to make a copy of that. And what I like to do is give this a little blur. So the reflection has blur. Possibly up the reflection in this a little bit. Make the fennel a little dark here. Okay. And let's see what this render is. And that's pretty much it. Just like I said, basically anything that you can reflect through the sphere, because it's recording the reflection in all possible degrees, and it maps right back onto the sky, and you can use that as lighting. So as you can see, we made the round array object, and you can see it towards the top here if you look a little bit closer, and you can see slight difference between the blue and the yellow here that we made earlier. Okay, so that's pretty much it. It's very simple, very easy. This tutorial ran a little bit long, but I just wanted to show you a couple of options that you could have in making your own custom HDRI. I mean, of course, you can search Google and find free HDRIs, but you can also make them your own directly within Cinema 4D. Okay, thank you so much. This has been Daz with another tutorial HYPROINC studio. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Take care.